The next speaker is a man who has meant a lot for Frederick, especially when he opened his home down on Barbados for him. And well, I visited him too once, and it was quite nice. So, Frederick's grandfather, the word is yours.
Thank you, friends. Tak, venner. Den her tale, det vil blive noget specielt, kan vi sige, for den vil blive bilingual. Jeg synes, det er ganske skrækkeligt, at der sidder danskere, der ikke forstår et ord af, hvad englænderne siger. There are people not understanding one word of English and the opposite. But on the other hand, to speak in bilingual is difficult for an old brain. But I have defragmented my brain this morning, and I hope that will give an understandable result. Og jeg håber, jeg har renset min hjerne, sådan at der kan blive noget forståeligt ud af den. Nobody understands. Der er ingen, der forstår. At en af de, one of the responsible, en af de ansvarlige for dette selskab, for this party, is me. And together, sammen med Arne og Grete og min fraværende kone. What would you have all been? Hvad ville vi alle sammen have været uden os?
Right, so right.
There would have been no wedding. Der ville ikke være noget bryllup. Jeg kan så kun begynde at fortælle. I can only start telling how I met my wife. Hvordan jeg mødte min kone. Og så kommer vi til, and then we come to the difficult part of it. Det vanskelige er så blevet talt. Det er, where do you meet your wife then? Hvor mødte jeg min kone? I met her in the expensive sea hill. The expensive sea hill. For the Danish, for danskerne, dyrehaus. Tak. And the foreign speaking people, or the fremmedtalende mennesker, would ask, de fremmede vil spørge, where is the expensive hill? Hvor ligger Dyrehavsbakken? Og så er det, jeg må sige, Klampenborg. Nobody would understand that. But I would say, it is, you meet Pencil Castle. Or in, more elegant in France, you meet Plume Chateau. When Elaine was speaking, da Elaine talte, it reminded me, det mindede mig om, da jeg mødte min kone, when I met my wife 61 years ago, på det pågældende sted at that place. Because I'm sure, jeg er helt sikker, she felt exactly the same, at hun følte nøjagtigt det samme, da hun så mig. Because when I saw her, da jeg så hende fra 100 feet distance, 30 meters afstand, I said, my God, min kære Gud, der står, there we have Frederick's grandmother. And I naturally, he was right, said, okay, but it needs, det behøver lidt avl, a little breeding. Jeg var klar over, I was ready to accept it couldn't be the first generation, at det ikke kunne blive første generation. På den tid, at that time, you didn't score a girl. På den tid scorede du ikke en pige. To score, at score, was only football. At that time, you approached a girl. I tell you, approached. You know. And we did it decently. Vi gjorde det meget, meget anstændigt. Because there was a problem. I Danmark, der var et problem. To meet a girl on the hill. Now, by now, the Danes will understand what I mean by the hill, okay? Bakken. A lonely soldier, en ensom soldat, kunne altid, a lonely soldier could always find a quick girl and a quickie at the hill. And on the other hand, a decent girl in an steady pea would never go to the hill backen because she would be considered as a bad girl. She ville blive betragtet som en kedelig dame eller uanstændig pige. So, to be honest, it took us about 5 years. Det tog os omtrent 5 år after our marriage, 5 år efter vores ægteskab, at vi tog at fortælle vores familie and parents, at fortælle vores forældre, hvor vi havde mødt hinanden, where we met. But actually, what happened? We were happily married in 48, 1 year after Arne and Grete, who is also very responsible for this, not mess, but this bryllup. Nemlig som far og mor til Frederiks mor, Ulla. So quickly, so hurtigt, and I'll advise you, Frederik and Elaine, jeg vil råde jer til, get it over with, se at få det overstået, as we did, som vi gjorde. We got 4 children in 6 years. We fik 4 børn for 6 år.
What are you doing here?
And then we got television. Another good advice is, it hasn't got all air. Never listen to statistics. Lyt aldrig til statistik, because it says, den siger, every 4th child born, hver 4. barn, der fødes, er en kineser. That is wrong. We have no Chinese in our family. Jeg er så glad for, at gamle traditioner nu vækkes til live i familierne. I'm so happy we revive old traditions with real weddings. But some traditions we think we should follow up. When I see this, I was thinking back to my own wedding in 48, and as you know, some of you, especially you, Jan, would know, everybody was dressed in hver hvor klædt ud, like penguins. Hver hvor klædt ud som pingviner i kjole og hvidt. No, when I'm thinking of traditions, når jeg tænker på traditioner, jeg tænker på Christian den anden, Christian the Second. his wedding, 1500 something, 1501. He was married to a young girl of 14, and he was a red-haired bastard, and they were on rødhåret bæs, and drunk, and so on. And they had a tradition at his wedding. Ved deres bryllup havde de en tradition. And I'm looking forward, maybe it will happen tonight, that all the beautiful ladies will follow Elaine to their bride room, or whatever you call it, to følge hende til brudesengen. They'll wash her, rose water, rosenvand oil, rose water. After that, some 3 people will carry. Frederik will up to the bedroom, will bære Frederik up til brudekammeret. But in front of this party, we must have an archbishop. We said at that time. And I like the idea, this innocent bride, virgin, and this drunken beast they brought up the day before, the beast, he fucked her up, and the archbishop will cross over the bed, and the poor girl og den stakkels pige var ladt alene med. Det kan vi jo tænke på at genindføre. We could maybe think of reviving that tradition. No, this is a lovely thing to be here today, and you know, grandmother is so sorry she couldn't be here, but I'm trying to do my best to drink for 2. That means about 3 gallons of water. So I wish you all the best in the future, and especially a very good trip to our place, Barbados. Thank you.